Alrighty, y'all, so me and Arrington are at the ferry pier. This is a spot I like to come for mangroves, if you've seen the previous video. Also Spanish. Some pretty big ones out here. Just got to get them to bite. We're using this little gold jig that's about 1.5 inches, 2 inches long. We got something on. Spanish. Got us Spanish. Well, I just fished one of the day. It was only cast number 2. Measure him here. So we're legal. Yeah, he's 11. Totally good. There's one. Yahoo! That's a tiny Spanish. Oh, he came off. I was a little bitty guy. That's a bigger one.
That'd be 20 inches.
No, it's not 20, but it's not 12 either.
It's a keeper.
Woohoo! There's a nice Spanish. Probably 14. Just measure him up. Just to see. And he is right at 14 to the fort. Nice little guy. Alrighty guys, so we got, let's see, 3 Spanish mackerel. 1, 2, 3 Spanish mackerel in the bucket. We're gonna go ahead and head back to the house, clean them up, and we're gonna do Spanish fish cakes. We're gonna do fish cakes with these Spanish. See how they turn out. Alrighty y'all, so we're back at the house. We've already got our Spanish cleaned up, and we're gonna go ahead and get into the cook part of the video. So you can see this is the aftermath of 3 Spanish. And we took the bloodline out of them, and I've already got this size seasoned. So what you're gonna wanna do for the seasoning is you're gonna get a little bit of black pepper, some chili powder, and some garlic powder. And all you're gonna do, we'll do the other side, I haven't done the other side yet. All right, so we're gonna take a little bit of black pepper, just go along them. Now I take my lid off of my chili powder and I just kind of tap it. This part's a little tedious. You don't really have to get the whole fish, you know, covered in it, because chili powder is pretty strong. You can drop a clump on and rub it in. You can do it however you want. I just kind of cover it a little bit. And then take some garlic salt. Gonna do sprinkle it on there. Now I do both sides, and then I'm gonna bake this fish in the oven. We're gonna get the bake on. We're gonna let it warm up to 350. We're gonna put the fish in for probably about 10 minutes. I'm gonna check it every couple of minutes just to make sure, because these fillets are super thin, so I don't want to overcook them, I guess. I just want to get them kind of white and cooked, and then that way they fall apart. Then we'll rip them apart and we'll throw it in with the rest of the stuff. Alrighty, for our next part, you're gonna need 1/4 of an onion. You're gonna need some breadcrumbs. I usually buy these 15-ounce bottles or containers, and I usually use about the whole thing. And then you're gonna need some lemon juice, so I just buy it straight from that. I don't even use a real lemon. Then black pepper again, and I like the seasoned salt. It calls for Old Bay. I don't have Old Bay, and I keep forgetting to buy it. The next part is going to be eggs. It calls for 2 eggs. I always have a third one on standby just because in the past I've felt like it needed a little bit more egg. But we're going to take our breadcrumbs here. Dump all of that in there. Take our onions. Put our onions in. It says a tablespoon of lemon, but I like my lemon juice, so get it nice and squeezed in there. And then I don't remember how much Old Bay it called for, but the seasoned salt, I get it. Just about like that, and then some black pepper. Not too much. And then our egg. And then our other egg. So I start with 2 eggs. Mix it all up. So it calls for 2 eggs, and like I said, you can kind of see it's not really sticky. It's still fluffy. So we'll take our 3rd egg, do that. Alright, and then there is egg number 3 in there, and then we'll wait on the fish to get done cooking. We'll add that into it next. Alright, so our fish is not all the way done, but the good thing about this is you don't need it to be all the way done. You just need to cook it a little bit so you can pull it apart like this, and then you'll put it in with the rest of it when it's shredded up. And then we're going to cook it at 350 degrees for 20 to 25 minutes. You'll want to check it every 10 minutes and in the last 5 minutes, you know, to see if they look like they're done or not. But to shred it, you just want to take a fork, back side of it, push down on it, and shred your fish. Now, we are using Spanish mackerel, which I know a lot of people don't like, but you can use any fish for this. It can be a white fish, it can be a greasy fish, it can be a red fish, blue fish, 1 fish, 2 fish. It doesn't really matter. Just follow the same recipe. Will turn out to taste good still. We're gonna go ahead and get our fish into our mixture with our crumbs and everything else. Alright, just like so, and then we're going to start mixing this in. Get the fish into the breadcrumbs nice and good. Alright, now we have it all nice and mixed up. Alright, so now this is the part where it gets messy. You're just going to take you a little handful of your mixture here, make it into a nice patty cake, and then place one on the plate. They don't all have to be the same size. They're all going to taste the same, so don't judge me for presentation. Doesn't look pretty. They taste good though. So, alright, so we got our patties all made, laid out here. We're going to pop these into the oven at 350 degrees, like I said, for about 20 to 25 minutes. So let's go ahead and get these guys into the oven, and we are almost done. Alright, well, so we're waiting on the cakes to get done here. We got about 4 minutes left. We're going to go ahead and make the tartar sauce. So basically, we've already started mixing it up. We took real mayonnaise. I took half a cup of real mayonnaise into a bowl, and then I did a 1/4 cup of sweet dill relish. And then we're going to take a little bit of honey. The recipe that I looked up that I liked called for sugar. We have sugar, but I like it better with a little bit of honey in it. Just give it a little bit, not too much. Just a little squirt there. And then same thing with lemon juice again. Just a little bit of lemon juice, a little bit of pepper, and a little bit of salt. And then we're gonna mix it up here. That's the end result of what it looks like. So we got 3 minutes till these should be done. So we'll get back at you in a second. All right, so they are done. We let them go for 25 minutes to get done. So go ahead and put them on the plate now. Oh, look at that. And one to top it off. All right, so we went ahead and let them cool down. Already got one here, broke off a little piece into our tartar sauce. Those are really good. Those are almost as good as the bluefish ones that I made the other day. Which, like I said, you can use any fish for this recipe. I did the bluefish the same exact way. We'll let Heather try it here, see how she likes it.
They are really good.
You like those better than the bluefish?
Yeah.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's weird. I like the bluefish better. Alrighty, y'all. So these are the Spanish mackerel cakes that we made. Like I said, you can use any fish you want. You can use a white fish. You could use a white meat fish. You could use bluefish like I did previously, like redfish, or anything you really want. You can also fry these. I chose not to this time because we just cleaned the kitchen and I really didn't feel like cleaning up a bunch of grease, so I went ahead and I baked them in the oven. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, leave them in the comment section below. If you did like the video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet and you're thinking about it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Really helps the channel out. And I guess till next week, tight lines.